All right, so how's the housing market looking this summer? It's time to check in with Realtor Stefanie Pratt with Coldwell Banker Real Estate Group. All right, Stefanie, welcome back. Happy summer.
Hey.
Okay, so how are things looking?
It's been a super busy spring. Busiest spring I've had in a long time. A lot of them have been going towards the fall market, but we know with the presidential election year, that was slowed down. So I think a lot of people from 2023 were actually now coming in the market that the standstill is over of the interest rates, thinking they're going to get lower. We did dip below 7, which is nice. Hopefully that continues the trend. We'd like to see them around 5, which is what the national was expecting, but we won't be seeing them lower than that anytime soon. So if anybody's wanting to buy, you think you're going to hold on to that, guess what? I mean, it's time to just buy a house, and we can always refinance you later.
Okay, that's good to know, because I do know some people have kind of been sitting on the fence there, just hoping and waiting. There have been some other updates too, though, that now things have been pushed back on a date for something.
Yeah, the big NAR lawsuit that, basically the media did not read the press release really well in the national media. So unfortunately, that doesn't change much for us. I mean, it does, but it changes the fact that if you want to go see a home with any realtor after August 17th, I don't care if they're a friend or your family member, you have to have a buyer's agreement. That is going to be our license law. It's going to be nationally. No realtor can actually go against that, or they could actually be sanctioned or lose their license. So we have been working on that. I know our company actually has been doing that for a while, as far as like putting everything in the agreements of how things are paid out. Sellers don't have to offer a commission, but I mean, they've never really had to. There's nothing national that actually puts on the commission side. That is basically locally, and our MLSs, it's cooperating to make sure things get paid, the buyers come, but VA actually also allows now for, if after August 17th, if there is no commission offered on the selling side for the buyer's agent and the buyer's agreement is in there, the VA will allow you to put that as a closing cost, so the buyer can pay for their commission. That's historic, because VA is very particular about their loans, and they won't let the buyer pay anything. Even the termite reports, we have to actually funnel them through to looks like the seller has paid them if the buyer does pay them.
How is someone supposed to navigate this whole process and figure this out? Because like, you're just like, what? Like dropping all these bombs here, and I'm like, what? How would I have known that if I were just like an ordinary person ready to like go buy a house or even sell?
Well, when you call one of us, I mean, as far as a professional, we're going to guide you through it. Right now, the sellers pretty much are still saying, hey, we want to sell our houses, we want to bring the buyer's agent, because if a buyer's agent doesn't see a commission on there and the buyer doesn't have the funds to pay it, they're going to say, okay, we're going to find another house, and that seller's house is going to sit, because buyers don't necessarily go to the sellers. Yeah. They want their own representation. So dual agency isn't always the right thing for them.
Okay, we're about out of time, but hello.
Okay.
It is a busy season for the party bus.
Yes.
The Rockin' Express. What's happening with that?
About 16 runs in this month, in June alone, and a lot of weddings, birthdays. July gets a little slow, and then the fall heats back up. So got another driver on. So we're doing double duty.
Well, it looks like it's making plenty of trips up to Chicago.
Yep, both in a limo too. Bus and limo.
And there it is, coming out of the garage, ready to go pick up
There's
some.
my baby.
Nice. All right, if people are interested maybe in learning a little bit more about buying, selling, or even renting the party bus, what's the best way for them to get in touch with you?
They can go on my website, StefaniePrattHomes.com. Both of my businesses are within there, so they can actually reach me on that. And I'm happy to guide people through it. All of us are actually. We know what's going on. August 17th is D-Day for us, with the changes, but that's really not going to affect a lot that you think about.
Okay, well, there is a lot to think about, and if you want to learn more and you want to connect with Stefanie and her team, who we do appreciate sponsoring our segment today, we'll connect you with her over at ciLiving.tv.